I feel like that game one, everything has kind of gone as expected in terms of what these teams have drafted. Koi, a very traditional composition, scaling mid laner, a very aggressive bot side of the map, a lane that they often like to play through, and Jigenda kind of just doing what he needs for the team. They wanted a little bit more team fighting power. The Nag gives you presence in lane and also scales pretty well in terms of the value that it can offer to team fights. Whereas G2,
a key point of focus for us through this game. I believe that's Caps' dad and Dylan Falco's dad together. We'll see if they perform well coming into our first game of the LEC Winter Playoffs.
Day. Absolute night and day from Koi. And this is the team we saw win a championship last year in these last few best-of series. But here's the force from the Nautilus. Try and get the Lucian as low HP as possible. Make sure that you can threaten dives on bot side.
And Yike is in a position to cover, but a flash Q from Arang could be all it takes.
How long is that Q from coming off cooldown? He used it to get into this, but Bush knows there's no Warden with Caps going forward, even though Larsen's low. There's nowhere for Caps to go. Does still have the flash, will hold on to it. Marang flash follows, though. Needs a slow here. One more auto would be enough. Permafrost. And down to an icy tomb for Caps.
He always does it, man. Malrang always does it. Level 3, he will get a kill.
Victor deceptively tanky in the early laning phase, especially thanks to the shield you get on your Q.
Malrang wins those.
Yeah, he does with the Permafrost. That's a huge amount of damage down onto Yike. Compony sitting on the Doran's blade, whereas his double longsword dagger as Caps caught out again in the mid lane. Chaos Storm coming down. Caps, you've got nowhere to go. And we will just be chipped away. The death rate from Larsen is this.
When you get those kills, oh, hang on a second.
Them fight in the mid lane. Caps able to go away from the Permafrost. Yike was there to counter it. Yike stunned up for a second, though. Marang going back in still. It's the pain of having a ranged mid laner with a Sejuani. The Permafrost.
See how he's kind of...
bullet time coming out. Trimby has to flash away. Comp takes a tower shot as well. They were just looking for the plate here. Trimby able to survive. The Cullen coming back. The bottom lane, it was about one hit away from dying. And Trimby just overstepped a slight bit because of it. Depth charge going down onto Trimby. Comp though trading back onto Mickey with Malrang on his way. And flash Glacial Prism a possibility. Mickey has flash. Instead he goes for Hans Summer. Only lands the slow Hans Summer. Only the exhaust on him. And because he doesn't have that escape tool, he will die in the bottom lane.
Which is a little bit of a surprise because they did actually spot him in vision in mid lane. It was a possibility, but regardless, G2 get punished.
Oh, Nature's Grasp being used here. Marin's going to try and block it for Larsen. Does exactly that. Larsen rooted underneath the tower, though. Somehow surviving for an absolute Aeon, but in the end, Yike will get G2 on the board.
Interesting to see how these teams set up for the Dragons later on, but let's have a look back at this as an early indication of how these fights are likely to go.
Flash hook from Mickey goes onto Larsen. Pops the W, try and get a little bit of peel for himself. Let's see the block here from Malrang. Oh, just like you said, massive hitbox. The left-hand one that he just tagged him. And the root is what killed him. Malrang not able to answer. Larsen a bit frustrated with that one. Knows the game was going so well, and now G2
they can also try and catch out Mickey as he tries to roam up, and that's exactly what they do. Bullet time coming out, Comp down to about half HP, but already Mickey has fallen. Caps coming in from the side. Marin's going to try and flash across this wall, but the bullets chase him home. Caps now in the midst of the camp. Stop will fall as well. Cannot survive Trimby's assault. Hans Summer trying to do what he can. Yike's going to join the party. They'll go for Larsen. Hans Summer trying to get on the board again. A second for him in the fight. Koi forced to retreat down towards the bottom side. Can Trimby get away? Yike looked for the slow from the Nature's Grasp, but couldn't quite find it. The Bramble Smash, in fact, the slow from the Make It Rain won't be enough. And Trimby looking for something, but no one from G2 oversteps, so they'll back away. They don't have vision on the river either. Now Trimby stayed here.
What's going on here?
Comp's gonna get hooked. Trimby looking for the tide away from behind. The Nature's Grasp coming out as well, but Trimby's on the wrong side of dodge. Bullet time into the root. Lands his mark, and Hans Summer gets his third. Make it his fourth of the game. G2 on a tear.
Massive blunder by Koi's bot lane as well. What are they doing? Comp's just trying to run past the wave. Caps is in trouble. Malrang.
Caps still has the flash here. Glacial Prism's gonna come out, and Caps flashes it. Saved it for all that time to dodge the ultimate from the Sejuani. Good death charge. Just allows them to get so much CC.
So, there's no jungle around to bait. There's no TP, sorry, excuse me. And they're too far away to buff one another up. I mean, we saw it a little bit late on into that replay. I think. Yeah. I want to see what Koi did with the bush control, but yeah, confusing.
Well, he just sat it, but
gameplay sim was so
it's
similar.
funny because it was actually Kadril that, because he often goes so far. Hang on, hook.
Onto Malrang. Depth charge onto Larsen as well. TP's coming in. Nature's Grasp coming in from the side as well. Malrang trying to get away. Trimby is the root, but look at the damage! It's a bullet time and it sends them all to hell. Larsen has to flash away. Caps still on the chase, but G2 just find everything in the top lane.
And you see the beauty. Aggressive style in these lanes, or in the jungle, that can bring a different style. Koi.
Nature's Grasp comes in. There's the knockback as well with the cask. Instead, Malrang will fall. But Jigenda gets onto the backline, and now it's all on Koi. What can you do? A beautiful Gnar means the Caps will fall, but Koi still retreating underneath their tower. Hansama falls away so low, one more auto would be enough, but they just can't get in range.
I'm not sure if Hansama even went back to base. I feel like he just lifestealed everything back.
He's got bloodthirst.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The man just... Yep. It's quite crazy, yeah. And I mean, this is one of the big things. Koi coming in as his replacement, Comp rather coming in as his replacement, but we're setting it for this fight.
Well, Mickey just hooked the wall there. I think he wants to engage though.
Legenda just went into mini Gnar. TP coming in. There's a Nature's Grasp once again. Mauron will be on the front line. He goes in. They step forward, but the bullet time hasn't even been used yet. Caps on the back line just assassinates Trimby. Now Comp is next up. You can cleanse all you want, but you can't cleanse death. The ultimate CC for Koi as they are forced away once again. Comp and Trimby up towards the top side where Caps is TPing in. We'll see they're just all split into different areas of this jungle.
Yeah, so Mickey hooked the wall there, but he wants to engage. TP's coming in from Caps on the rep of entrance. This pull back onto the Sejuani with the Marco behind it means that Koi's backline can't help. Then Caps just solo kills Trimby, knocks Comp into the rest of the team. Does insane work for G2 there, and we've got another fight here. Mickey's getting caught.
Very deep. TP coming out as well from Broken Blades as they look to join the fight. Nature's Grasp into the bullet time! Dodge that, Koi! G2 just cleaned them up in the jungle. Koi thought they found something, but all they find is an early grave as they are wiped away once again. Shigenda will fall. Caps is just tower diving 2 towers here. Broken Blade wants a piece of the party. Take notes, he says.
But what's their dive? It's a Gnar TP flank, a Sejuani ult hitting. Despite the amount of frontline that G2 have, they're kind
of an early grave.
Maybe the Infinity Edge is what Koi's waiting for here. They don't want to pull the trigger just yet, but G2 definitely do.
There's the Nature's Grasp once again, looking for the inhibitor here. Tidal Wave used. Won't hit the bullet time. It was just wide. Larson taken out in the midst of it all as Hansama gets another one on the board. And now Comp is up.
It's over.
Mickey continues to land the hooks. Trimby forced to flash away. Hansama diving the inhibitor tower. And as you say, Kadril, it's all done, but the Nexus falling. It's all over. But the final death knell here for Koi. 3 members strong, they can try and defend, but G2 attacking the towers and their minions will keep the backdoor bonus alive. Broken Blade forces Malrang away, the Nexus towers fall, followed by the Nexus. G2 unwilling to end it yet, they want a little more time in the spotlight, time in the sun.
They're farming
KDA. Farming KDA. You see Hansama with a smile on his face, and what a smile it should be. A dominant performance from G2 as they take game 1 of this best of 5.